Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire ordinal space. Guys, we're trying to get a lot of the community in here, man. We're going after all the community members. We had Block, we had Eric. Today we have 8-Bit. If you don't know 8-Bit, you are not in the right places, man. You're not in the right spaces. This guy, he is everywhere. He's exciting. Everything he's doing, man. It's like when I'm in spaces listening to him, I'm just like, holy crap, like this guy gets it. You know what I mean? He's definitely one of those guys, and we're so glad he's going to join us today. We are hyped for this one. It's going to be exciting, guys. Let me bring in my partner, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What up? What up? What up?
What's going on?
Yeah, not much, man. Super excited. We got 8-Bit on the show today. Like you were saying, man, like he's doing so much great stuff for the space, and I think it's like he's so locked into what he's doing in terms of like, you know, with the whole recursive stuff and teaching it too, that like he's not like wanting like any like praise from it. He's just doing it behind the scenes, but we're noticing it, right? And so I think that's more like, you know, deserves more credit than people that are wanting, like asking for the praise. And so I was like, let's get him on the show, man, because he's doing so much for the space. And you know how I feel about recursion. When I first heard about it, I was like, I went down that rabbit hole and I was like, man, the possibilities, right? So super excited to have him on today. I'm interested to get to know him a little bit better too, right? Like his backstory and stuff. So
I'm like we're constantly talking to like Jeffrey about recursion, and it's definitely something we need to get into, man. And he told BitGod last night, recursion, like this is the guy who's teaching BitGod. You know what I mean? So once we found that out, it was like lights out. Let's get this guy on. So
for sure, man.
All right, without further ado, let's bring in the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. 8-Bit. What's up, my man?
What up?
How you guys doing today? What's good?
Good, man. Good. Thanks for joining us, dude.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. It's an honor. That's for sure.
All right, man. Let's get right into it. So on this channel, if you watch, we do a lot of the shows pretty much the same. We really like to dig into the person. Obviously, you know, you have a lot going on and stuff like we're gonna get into all that, but really we just want to dig into your background. This space is all about people, and we really try to dig into the person. So if you can go far as back as you possibly can, lead us up till maybe the first time you heard that word Bitcoin.
Yeah, man, totally. So I actually started about 3 years ago into Web3, and it was basically like during COVID, right? During COVID, everybody was just like, kind of like, oh my God, I'm stuck at home. What am I going to do right now? You know, what do I do with myself? So what I did was I actually went back like to my past. I was like kind of looking into crypto and like technology, and I found stocks. I found cannabis stocks, and cannabis stocks kind of led me into where I found Dogecoin. But before I found Dogecoin, I found Binance, and Binance has its own like, you know, BSC, the Binance Smart Chain. And I got into meme coins before meme coins were cool. I was trading those things on Binance Smart Chain, on Pancake Swap, and just really like getting used to again like the flow and the feel for things. Like where it was like, you know, where I was gonna get Bitcoin and convert it to BS, you know, and so on and so forth. And then that led me to finding Dogecoin. And that changed my life forever. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, that I found Dogecoin at like 0.004, and I rode that up to like 16 and 32 and 69 cents. I didn't make a lot of money like, you know, most people probably think, you know, like a lot of us did, because we weren't really sure. But I made a pretty decent, I had a fun round with that. But that's how I first found Bitcoin. It was back in the Binance days. Yeah, it's like 3 years ago.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
For sure.
So after you kind of, you know, found your way through DeFi and you know, Binance and all that stuff, and how did you work your way back to Bitcoin and end up in Ordinals? What did that journey look like?
Dude, it's probably one of the most far out journeys that like I ever could have fathomed, let alone been a part of. It's my own, right? Basically, you know, I kind of found Ethereum through Binance, obviously, right? So I found Ethereum. This was like during that May when Bored Ape Yacht Club was minting. And I'll never forget, I saw the link, I saw everything. I knew how to do it. I was just scared to load a MetaMask with Ethereum from Coinbase and actually mint a Bored Ape Yacht Club. And then the next mint was the Bored Ape Yacht Club, the Kettle Club. And I saw it, I could have done it. And a lot of people were like me, they felt it, they were there. Like I wasn't in Clubhouse, I was specifically on CT. Like
Oh
I
wow.
remember, yeah, I remember Inverse Bra, like when Gainsey got big, like Size Chad, like when Roaring Kitty was out. Like it was a crazy time. Remember when AMC and GameStop and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I really kind of found myself on CT then, but I wasn't active on Twitter Spaces and stuff like that. All right. Fast forward to probably like a year later, almost like after everything started happening with the bull market, I found Solana. And Solana changed my life forever. It was like the greatest experience of my life finding it because like I got to meet and work with some of the coolest people. Like Solana is just so different. You know what I mean? It's just so different, dudes.
Yeah.
So, why do you say Solana is so different? So you're in Ethereum, you know what I mean? You're messing with all that stuff. You mess with Dogecoin. You're in Binance Smart Chain. So like this is big right here. Like, why is Solana so different from everything else?
Well, I guess I never thought about it like this, but Solana got me to come on the mic. Solana got me to actually talk to these PFPs. You know what I mean? These
Gotcha.
people became real. Like on CT when we were talking like Ethereum and shitcoins back then, even some of the NFTs on Ethereum, it was more about like making money. You can still make money quick on Solana, but it was almost like it was community first, and then the things happen afterwards. And that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
ushered in like that crazy 32 to $200 rise. I promise you, it was that. There's FTX, all the other bullshit, but Solana NFT season when that went from 32 to 200 something dollars. If you were there for it, it was a crazy time. It was awesome. That forged me. You know what I mean? Who I am. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, whenever Ordinal started, there was a good number of people that came over from the Solana community. Is that kind of like some of your network that pulled you over here as well?
100%. All right. So what actually pulled me over was like one morning at 3 in the morning, right? I always put my notifications on for like people I love, okay? And I totally started forgetting that when you have your noties on for people, like when they go speak or they host a Twitter space, you see it, right?
Yeah.
So 3 in the morning, Doc Hollywood's hosting a space, right? And there's 600 people in it, guys. Like 600. And I'm like, what the hell's going on?
That's
Like,
crazy. Yeah, that's a
yeah,
lot.
he's a great Solana founder, great friend of mine, and everything. And he's taught me a lot that I know. And I knew he's got a project. What's it called? Not Bitcoin Buds then. It was called Best Buds then, right? And he had that project, and there's no way there was that many people like on stage for Best Buds. So I go on there as a listener. He invites me up on stage. Guys, I ended up being on stage with Leonidas, Nullish, all of the homies, like from day fucking one. I was there when Charfu became Sheetfu, when fucking
That's crazy.
ZK was doing the OTC shits. Like they fucking have no idea that it's me. Like if they know me, I would tell them, but like Charfu, I think just figured it out, but like they don't even know that this is the craziest part of the story. That original Solana Twitter account that we were referring to, the Soul Lizard King account got suspended at my peak in May, yo. And that was my personal Twitter account that I started in 2010. Okay.
So you had to restart everything.
Restart, or did I rebrand before the rebrand was cool? You know what
Oh
That's
shit.
true.
I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it was a great rebrand though because
I appreciate it. Yeah, I
of how
appreciate it.
of how
Like,
everything kind of ended up flowing in and stuff. So
dude, here's the thing. Like, we always used to talk like based on the value for the NFT inspect. Like, the cool thing to do was like, yo, here's my NFT inspect number. That was during the bull market. And for schnitz and giggles, I did a social experiment on myself. I tested myself. I said, yo, what can I do? Can I get to number like 500 in the world? Can I get to number like 100? I ended up getting to number 127 in the world.
Yo.
At my peak before they sold out, before NFT Inspect is like the new NFT Inspect. I got the screenshots to prove it. I went from like number 500,000 in the world to like 127 at my peak.
wow.
So that was before I got suspended, but I guess I don't know why I got suspended. It just sucked, dude.
Yeah.
It's still suspended, that account?
Bro, I email them or I do the appeal every day, and I got some alpha that if you actually go to the Better Business Bureau's website and file an actual appeal, it goes to their headquarters in San Francisco.
Oh shit.
I've been doing that every day. Yeah, you gotta do your shit, man. You know, so you
Yeah,
gotta whatever. But
for
yeah,
sure, for sure.
didn't stop me though coming. You know, for real.
Yeah.
That worries me a little bit though, because like we're building our Twitter accounts up and stuff, and then like all of a
Yeah.
sudden, like we don't even know like one day and our shit suspended. But I don't know. That was before Elon, right? Or was that after Elon?
Dude, that was like right when Elon came in. It was a
Oh,
weird
okay.
time, bro. So like, I think that my shit got botted, and I
Uh-huh.
looked like a bot. So that's what
Gotcha.
I say in my appeal. Like, I'm not a bot, dude. It's me.
Yeah.
It's my real account that I grew from 0 to 10,500. Like,
Gotcha.
Oh
Gotcha.
man.
Gotcha.
I'm halfway back though. I'm at 4550 right now since May.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man. You definitely, dude. You're definitely out there, man. You're definitely seeing. I'm sure people are. You're probably getting like what 10 to 15 every single day, right? If not
I
more.
mean, dude, if I wanted to, I could actually try, and I'm not trying on purpose because I'm trying to see like if people actually fuck with me for just being me, and that's
Hell
been
yeah.
the craziest, coolest part about
Yeah.
this all, dude. It's like those are real followers,
Yeah.
and this
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Like
proud of it.
you're definitely earning them.
Yeah,
Because like I said before we brought you up was, people like whenever people actually do the work behind the scenes without like trying to like, hey, look at me,
right,
but you're consistently doing the work, people will naturally notice, like we did
right.
with you,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
so
Appreciate that.
yeah, so I mean, I just think that, and then the follower value is just so much deeper, and so
That's well said. That's well said.
exactly.
People need to understand that as the alpha, bro. It's like, who are your followers? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's value right there in itself. And you can't like put a price tag on that. Those are real
Yeah.
organic growth. Special.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a
they're the
relationship.
dudes. Exactly, they're the dudes who comment on everything. You know what I mean? Everything you put out there is getting commented on, and
Yeah,
that's the real people, and that's the people that we'll remember going through. The people that comment on just like the stupid posts that we do, because that's like the real motherfuckers are going to follow you all the way through, man.
gotta do it like
It's
that.
special,
It's like how
special.
we grew up, bro. We used to like always talk like that in our threads we were in, whatever we were doing. If you were in Call of Duty lobbies or if you were on the real internet growing up, like, where our
Yep.
parents were like on the phone, they were yelling at us with like a fucking dial up, like that kind of stuff, man. It's like if you were there, you understand that it's like a culture. And like when I found Bitcoin, it was right up my alley. It
Hell
like
yeah.
made me realize that I fucking missed it in 2017. Like I'm 34. Like a lot of my friends
Yeah.
probably hit it, and I missed it. And I feel like I'm making up for lost time here. I'm home, back
Yeah. Hell
home.
yeah. That's how everyone feels, I think, right? Everyone feels like when they feel brought back, man. Like with me, I started in Bitcoin in like middle 2020. Pomp came on a Rich Dad Poor Dad podcast. I was like,
Oh
"What's this
man,
Bitcoin
he's
thing?"
great, dude. I love Pop.
So
Cool.
he onboarded me. I remember the day. It was August 8th, 2020. That was the day I found Bitcoin.
There
I'll
you
never
go.
forget it.
There
And
you go.
I still go back and listen to that first podcast. You know what I mean? That got me into it. And then obviously we stranded out, went to different things. Ethereum, I went to Phantom for a while, but now I'm back here, and I couldn't be happier. And I feel like that's the same way that you kind of feeling right now.
Oh yeah, bro. I feel like I'm at home. I feel like there's such a rare opportunity right now to actually make an impact on something for the first time in my
Mhm.
life, and it's just like I feel revolutionary. I feel like I'm a pioneer, dude. I'm not alone. It's so cool.
Yeah,
So cool.
it's an Ordinal Revolution, my man.
It is, dude, and it's a digital art renaissance, like with fintech.
Love
If
it.
you fucking put all that together, it's like a massive opportunity for just like an explosion of exponential growth, like on another
Oh
level.
yeah.
You know.
For sure.
Hey man.
For sure, man. So, obviously, you eventually ended up diving really deep into recursion.
Sure.
What kind of attracted you to it, and then what did that journey look like from the beginning to where you are now?
So when my friend Doc Hollywood got me into this, right? He told me a lot about, he would always mention this, how much money he spent like on it, right? To like actually inscribe the art. And that never sat well with me. Like I'm a problem solver by nature. Like I hate like problems. I like to solve them. I really do. And that never sat right with me. I was like, there's gotta be a way to put that shit on there, for cheaper. You know what I'm saying? There has to be. And that was one of the first like things that made me look for recursion. But I really started to understand the depths of it when I realized that Bitcoin was an internet. Bitcoin's its own network.
Mhm.
And shouts to Leonidas because like I found Recursion, Bitmap, and Ordinals all in the same week. And Leonidas'
Oh
thread
shit.
about recursion is what made me look it up. And I didn't look it up in terms of ordinals. Whenever these guys tell us new shit, I always look it up in terms of the internet because Bitcoin is different. Like on Solana, I taught myself how to be a Solana dev. I learned Rust. On Ethereum, I learned how to make smart contracts like an amateur smart contract dev so I could write Solidity, right? On Bitcoin, it's like Python. It's old school code. It's like basic shit. It's like I could learn it. I know what they're fucking saying. You know what I'm saying? So when I looked up what recursion was on the internet and in the real world, it's actually being used. It's been implemented like in the early days of the internet, and that's like how you can do file transfer protocols and hierarchy, like provenance and the parent-children and stuff. So I started to realize I was like, yo, this shit is the way to make the fucking Bitcoin network or internet work.
Yeah.
That's when I felt like
Wow.
it.
Wow. So that's something that I just learned is that so recursion's been used in the early days. Basically, what you're saying is basically the early days of the internet,
Bro,
or
yeah, dude, the old like, bro, recursion's been. It's like I have this whole entire thing where I wrote about. Let me find this shit. Like, I wrote this whole entire thing about it. It's legitimately been used.
so
Like,
there's probably really good because I figured that traditional developers like will pour into ordinals eventually anyways because of the you can use JavaScript to use recursion and all these other traditional languages.
you know,
Though especially the developers that were so talented that can whip up apps really quick, but they didn't like smart contract language. But they'll like this because this is what they're like masters of, you know?
oh, man, exactly, exactly. This is the stuff that is the basis of everything, bro. And that's when you can actually make like on-chain libraries. All right. It's like this stuff actually like enables you to like have data collections, like ordinal video collections, ordinal game collections, like libraries, man, where you and I could access it. You know, it's kind of crazy. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
so, sure.
That's awesome.
So do you think there'll ever be a day to where because like obviously Satoshi extended the file size to 4 megabytes, but you know that limits what we can do, but with recursion it opens up the possibilities. But you know eventually like if people are still inscribing all these bits and pieces like JS React, they put the library on there so people can call
Right.
different things. Do you ever think there'll be like we'll ever run out of space?
Dude, that's a great question. And I swear Satoshi has an answer to that. I saw it like somewhere where he wrote that like Bitcoin, don't quote me on this, but I promise you, if I have to dig deep to make me have a receipt for this, I will. He said that Bitcoin will figure its way out. Like the scalability is possible because Bitcoin actually gets stronger as the nodes increase and as it's been planned out. It's like I read this whole entire, I read the paper mad times now, dude. And I've read his responses in forums and emails and like almost like the old Bitcoin forums, right? And the scalability was a huge issue. And he said that literally that Bitcoin will solve that problem as it gets bigger. It will not be an issue. So I
Yeah.
realized that the answer to it's inside of Bitcoin or it's already been solved. We just have
Yeah.
to figure it out. You feel me? Like that there's a reason
Yeah.
why that four is perfect for what everything is. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, like reinscription and all these other things, like that could like continuously allow you to use the same data space or whatever. But
Over and over again. But it's
yeah,
bad for art, obviously. But he wasn't thinking in terms of art, and neither like we could obviously you could think in
yeah,
terms of art, but you think bigger, think way bigger. You know, it's data storage, and it's
yeah.
immutable data storage that the government can't get to.
That's
Like,
the best part,
I
man.
know it's fucking.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. I feel crazy even thinking about it sometimes. But I'm like, all right, we're talking to you guys. Like, what the fuck? Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
isn't that crazy? Like on here when we talk to people, it's like I don't feel crazy anymore. Like when I'm talking to people in real life at my IRL job and shit, it's kind of like, oh, dude, you're nuts. But here,
Oh
man,
yeah,
it's like
totally.
that's why we love doing this, man. It's so awesome.
Well,
But
I
yeah,
know.
like Good.
But yeah, I know the stuff that I'm learning now. It's weird that I feel like I could use this stuff in a modern day like software developer job though or something.
Yeah.
So it's like Bitcoin's almost like teaching me, like in my own right. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think opening the doors to like super talented traditional devs is going to be the biggest thing, because once we start having applications on Bitcoin, and once you start getting royalties, like for example, like there's a protocol BRC 420, to where when you create, like for example, if you start creating, you know, I don't know, like assets, digital assets that could be usable in bitmap ecosystem or whatever, then if someone wants to buy it, you'll always get like a royalty back to you. You know what I mean? And so,
That's
One
right.
chain and one transaction.
yeah,
It's beautiful, bro. That would work for in real life stuff too.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I know we're not even close to being there, but holy shit. It's like it took Ethereum so long for MFers to say that perhaps we can have a house feed on Ethereum. We're talking about that kind of shit right now. Me and you, us
Yep.
right now. But it's like immutable and like way more legit,
Yep.
you know?
And not on AWS bullshit,
Right.
right?
Yes. I didn't understand that, guys. I was so ignorant to that in the beginning. That's why, like, what is it? It's September now. So in February is when I started, like, you know, my journey on this Ordinal journey. And like, it's crazy to really think that all the NFTs are AWS. You know,
Yeah.
wow.
Like, and you got to remember too, 6 to 8 months ago, and I say this a lot, but Goblin Town, they changed their
Oh, I
PFP to a
know.
middle finger, and you know what I mean. And it's just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I mean, just because like they took off royalties, now my thing I paid, you know, good money for is now a middle finger, something I didn't pay for, and
Right
that isn't right. That isn't how this shit should work. It
now.
needs to be how we have it now, on chain, inscribed, and all of that. And I believe in that so much, man.
yeah,
Bro, that shows you that it's ruggable at any moment. And then if
Yep.
you take that and throw that into meme coins or into Ethereum contracts, that's where it gets shitty. So if
Yep.
we get an immutable smart contract for the first time on Bitcoin, meaning that all the functions are immutable, unchangeable, and meaning that like it's been rescinded, like the deployer rights are gone. So the fucking contract is owned by the holders. That would be fucking revolutionary. It's gonna
It
happen.
would.
It's
Yeah.
gonna
yeah,
happen. Like, and all the great devs will come in. The right people will come in because of that, and they'll start
Yep.
doing the right stuff for people. Oh man, it'd be amazing, dudes.
Dude,
Really
a
good.
year, 2 years from now, it's going to be insane over here, bro. We're so fucking early, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna be on the yachts in a couple years, just cheering. You know, remember that podcast we did in fucking 2023? Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna own this real house in my. It's gonna really happen. Yeah, fucking there we go, baby. I'm actually
IRL, baby.
if you guys just want to talk, I'll play that piano for us straight up. Baby.
That's funny.
That's gonna
That's
happen
funny.
too. That's my next thing, bro. Listen, I've been trying to figure this out. Like, I might need a little help from somebody on it, but I'm getting close. I want to do it on my own, but like, it's tough to ask for help when you have cool ass ideas. You just don't want them to be
Yeah.
taken,
Yeah.
you know. But I
Yeah.
want to start putting like sound on my some of the inscriptions I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's
So,
gonna be cool.
some
be
of your
sick.
recursive inscriptions,
Yeah, dude.
that would be
So,
dope.
yeah. Because I want to make this. I'm starting to make this website, and I'm accumulating these dope ass sound effects
Yeah.
because I want to have like an audio section for the recursions, so people can drag like the audio into it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you so you can build like a tool? Is that what
Yeah,
you're thinking?
I'm building a tool, but like before I get like the whole entire template and the recursive builder side going, I want to make you guys are getting the first bit of alpha right now on this.
Let's
I don't know
go.
where it's
Listen
out.
up, listen up.
All right, check it. I'm going to make the first educational resource hub for Bitcoin Ordinals, not just recursion. So I was like, yo, what do I do with these websites? I got recursiveordinals.wtf, recursionscribe.com. Obviously, we can do the builder and the inscription stuff on the recursion scribe, but what do I do with recursiveordinals.wtf? That's third best compared to .com and .io, by the way, right now. And
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
other ones are owned by other people. We can't own them. So recursive ordinals at WTF could be for the people. It could literally be a website for educational resources, including like a Reddit style thread, like the old school Bitcoin forum day shit. So like, yo,
Yo.
I mean, obviously on Twitter we miss mad shit, but I ain't gonna miss that. You go there, I'm gonna get a noti, and we can thread it up, yo. Like, we can actually problem solve together. Like, I don't know shit. This guy can come in and help. I'm telling you, to be glorious.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
love it.
Glorious.
because there isn't anything like that besides GitHub, but like, you know, not
No
everybody
one
wants
knows
to
how to fucking read that shit.
exactly, like no one
I
wants to jump in
fucking
there.
Bro, I've spent so many hours trying to figure this shit out for people. On God, I even fucking gave up today doing the ARC-20s trying to figure it out. Because like it's one thing for me to like on the fly like do it, but then to explain it to people.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's bro. You also want to like break your brain. Your brain almost wants to break. You know, it's like how am I going to tell this person how I just figured this out? You know, but I'm figuring it out. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Skill in itself, and it's tough sometimes. It's patience.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking
So
of, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go first, Shizzy. Okay, I was
So
gonna say.
yes,
Okay,
you
I'll go
go,
first.
buddy.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
speaking of helping people out, you know, that's one of the big things that I've seen you do with your Kick channel. Uh, how did that start? Did you just kind of like say, hey, I know you have your Bitcoin or Ordinals After Dark, the
Sure.
spaces. Did those people kind of build into like the people that you teach, or
The kick.com thing just happened because I was trying to find a way to talk to the people on Twitter and screen share at the same time. I mean, obviously I could have hosted like a Discord thing, but I'll be real with you. I actually like ran Doc Hollywood's account when I used to co-host for him with the Ordinal stuff. And I used to do his Discord and his kick. I took his kick account from 0 to 65, 70 followers, and I used to stream live in February when we were hunting for rare sats. I was hunting for rare sats, didn't even know I was hunting for rare sats, motherfuckers. Like I was there, or I was literally there so early, and I didn't like pack bags. I just learned, you know. So I'm trying to bless people with that regurgitated information right now, you know.
That's
gotcha?
So,
love, man.
yeah, man. But yeah, that's where that kick thing came from. It's like, yeah, I got like 90 something followers right now, and it's like all organic. Like, it's fun. Like, I'm not asking for like money on there. It's for freaking for people to actually come on and see me. You know, until
Yeah,
Elon like enables that. I can't chat with people on Twitter with the Twitter stream yet. So it's just
gotcha.
visual, man. I want people to be able to see when I'm talking. Like when I'm talking, I want to be able to like to show.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Trying to figure it out.
gotcha.
That's right.
Yeah. So Recursive Ordinals is that live now? And you basically gave us a hint, you basically answered my question before, but like what is it now? And like what is it like? What are you doing with it?
So literally about like a week ago, I realized that instead of like using the profits I was making from versions of recursion, like the art that I was doing, to like make more art, I can do some serious good for the space. Like I really could right now because like
Yeah.
I bought those websites. Those are banging websites, like the what's it called the domain name. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I started realizing I was like, yo, why am I opening up like 10 tabs to try to explain one thing to somebody or do one thing? There needs to be a hub. Like Leonidas crushed it, absolutely crushing it with Ord.io. I look up to him in that sense, like
Yeah.
absolutely crushing it. He's implementing based on what we want. And that's what I'm trying to do in my own right. That gravity that of the hub of what he's doing for the indexing, I'm gonna do it for recursion for education.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show something really quickly.
Sure.
Is so I went to the website name, and
Hey,
I learned what it said. It said this website is not owned by 8-bit at all, but you can buy it today for 6.9 Bitcoin. Fuck you.
dude, there's some joke behind that because my buddy DM'd me and he goes, "Bro, you sure you own this? I could buy it right now on this website for like $12." I was like, "All right, try to buy it. Go ahead, see what happens." And then so then what I did was I made the binary code that I was like FUJP, and it's a whole big joke because like 8-bit, 8 binary digits, and you know, all right, this is what happened. I'm trying to figure out how to embed an ordinal onto that website, and it didn't work out that good yet. But I'm close to figuring out. Like,
Yeah,
I'm trying to do it on my own. So
that's awesome. Awesome. So like,
Yeah.
what's going on in your life right now? You mean your own spaces? You're working on this. You're working on that. Like, what do you like? Today you were looking at I was in your kick earlier. You're looking at the ARs. What is it? ARC, right? ARC 20s and stuff. So like,
Yeah.
what's going on with you now?
To be real, like I really want to focus on that website. I want to really
Yeah.
just make like a whole bunch of just like resources for people. I want to make sure that people get information like the best possible rate, the best possible way, and like the best possible like rate of time. You know what I mean? Like people need the info, bro. And they need to have like they need it in the hub. And I really think that's what I'm gonna do with that kind of shit. I really do. And that's why like that's where my focus is right now. You know, because I made a whole bunch of art, but like I don't want to launch it because like I feel like it's not ready. You know, I was like doing like half-ass jobs in my opinion, and I feel like my skill set could actually be served better if I actually did what I intended to do at the start, and that was to make like a hub. I really wanted to make like a resource hub for people. Like everybody asked me how to do things. If I can just show them, boom,
Yeah.
right there, bro. Telling you, telling you.
Oh yeah.
So I'm looking at versions of recursion, and I actually really love what I'm seeing because I feel like you see an evolution of your skill set,
Right?
right? Yeah, and so like when you go through this, like these are dope as hell. Like
I fucking love those, dude. I'm gonna call to those forever. Like with recursion, you can call to
yeah,
those. So like me and you could put like our favorite like PFPs or whatever like above that.
yeah, and imagine once you get the sound integrated, dude. Like if I was Blazed, I would probably just like stare and listen to like some music that flows really good with this.
Some Kid
Yeah,
Cudi or
I would just
something?
stare.
Kid
Yeah,
Cudi?
yes.
That's an honor to hear the coudoir. Yes, bro. Some Cuddy, bro. Some sound, bro. Yeah, day and night shit, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, day and night. Dude,
Right?
that'd be
Oh,
sick,
God.
bro.
And you just press that shit, boom, it just goes. Imagine. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Because the
So,
first thing when you guys said that, when Yagobi said that, I was like, yo, day and night would be hot as shit with this song, man. With this
or
all this
that
craziness.
what was that
The other
man,
one.
Pursuit of Happiness too?
Oh
Yo,
yeah.
That
I
one?
love that shit, bro. Banger. That's a banger, dude.
Yeah.
Banger.
So yeah, so getting on Gamma, was that tough or
They
was that
actually
like
asked me.
oh wow.
They hit me
Nice.
up. Yeah, they hit me up. They asked me, he hit me up to be put on Gamma. I was like, whoa, yeah, of course. Well, actually, that's how I came up with the name, Versions of Recursion, because you know, he hit me up. I was like, yeah, why not? And he's like, oh, you need a name. I was like, oh shit. And I was stoned as fuck, like you just said, you know what I'm saying? I was blazed out of my skull. And I was like, all right, Versions of Recursion. And like it
Dude,
really flowed, man, you know.
It does. It
I
does.
love
It's
it,
like the
bro.
perfect name. All right. So do you like doing the art part of it?
I love doing the art, but I just wish I could do more. And the thing is like I need to learn more. You know, I need to stop doing it and like learn because these are so basic in my opinion. I could do so much better, like with if I sit back and learn. And I want to do like actual. I need to get like a better computer and an iPad. If I can get Procreate going, I used to do graphic design, bro, for like when I was younger, for like rappers and shit. I
Oh
can do
shit.
that, so I can do like some crazy cool artwork.
But
You
this
know?
is all code though,
All
right?
code. Yeah, that's all code. Like I'm saying, I want to do art. I can't afford to do art. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I just
Gotcha.
tried to do something right now. It's like $75. Like, holy shit. The fuck am I gonna do? You know what I mean? It's
How
like Sir
like how
Gaffer spent like $1,200 to put his shit on change. You know what I mean? I ain't
You
fucking want
know.
that. That one's
yeah.
sick. Look at that one. That one's sick as shit.
This one right here?
That one's gonna be insane forever. Click on that. It's full screen. You go to the ordinals.com link. Go to the ordinals.com link. To the
Yo,
left.
that's
Where's
To the
that one?
left.
crazy.
To the left. Yeah. Watch this. Click on the hold on a second. It's gotta be a full screen. Go down real quick.
Link, preview,
Yeah.
content.
Content. Watch this. It's
Oh
not full
shit.
screen, but look at that shit. It's
Oh,
crazy.
I think when I do that, it stops. But yeah, that is crazy.
Here,
So
look at this one that I just did. They just put this in the collection. Watch this. This is gonna blow your fucking mind.
you
Nobody.
gotta share. You gotta
You
share
guys
the
share your
screen.
screen.
Yeah, I'll just. Oh, I can share my screen. Oh yeah, I can share my screen. Yeah, dude, dead ass. Like nobody knows about this one yet. This one is fucking sick, dude. Here, watch. Bro, this is what I'm talking about with fucking full screen shit. Wait, let me go to ordinals.com. People don't realize that your ordinal is like different on every website. Or.io has a great viewer, but on ordinals.com, when you go to it, you can actually access the full capabilities of your ordinal. So if I inscribe some like a full-on video game, where you would go, and like that's kind of what this thing is. Watch this shit. Look at this shit, bro.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh,
so you have like a zoom out, zoom in like capability?
Yo, look.
Oh, it's interactive.
Oh, you don't even know. Watch this. All right, ready? Watch this. All right. B. It builds a fucking spear, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is on Bitcoin. This is crazy.
Watch as explodes.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
And then we go bring it back to the fucking center. Like a square.
So, to inscribe this, is it expensive?
Nope. How much did this cost?
Well, I mean,
at least
go ahead.
like 250.
What, $250?
I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, right? Or
I
no?
He used recursion.
I don't want to reveal my secrets, but it's fucking very cheap. Look how cool this one is. Not only is it gonna break my fucking and like it resets real quick. That's pretty fucking dope. Yes, man.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's recursion, baby. It's fucking 2.69 kilobytes, bro. Here, 2.69 kilobytes is like nothing.
Yeah.
Right? But
do you have to inscribe all those other you have to inscribe all the things that you're calling, or are those already on? So those are things that you're using.
Here, check this out. Okay, you continue, guys. Those are all objects that are code that are possible because of this. Here, watch. I don't know if I'm sharing my screen. Am I sharing my screen?
No, you got to reshare it.
No. Yeah,
hit present again.
All right, check this. This is I haven't shared this with anybody yet. I made this too. This is going to be a part of my my library. I'm gonna call it the Library of Alexandria, bro. For real, for real. Look, every on-chain library right here, and the inscription.
Oh shit.
That's dope.
Google Model Viewer, 3JS. So you could do way more than what I'm doing. And people don't know this. If I told some nerd that was like really, he's like, yo, why you call me nerd? Because you're smart. And bro, I'm doing this to get people to come out of their shell. I'm the one that got Bobbleton to come out. You guys can all thank me. I literally don't want anything but the respect. And y'all to back me up because I told y'all motherfuckers I'm going to start a digital art renaissance. And Eric and my friends made fun of me when I said that revolution shit. And then Eric's like, all right, I see what you're doing now, motherfucker. I was like, oh yeah, dude, I told you.
So the difference between your recursive art versus what something Sir Gadfly is doing is he's spending way more to inscribe his.
Check it. I'll show you. I can physically show you the difference right now, like on this podcast right now. All right, here, watch. Let me go to Gamma. So, like, I even did this for Gamma. I showed him. I was like, dude, check this. It's like, you know when you like right click an image and you save it.
Yeah.
Okay. Like here, let me give you an example. Let me find one of mine. Bear with me for a second here.
Yeah, man.
The computer's not running as fast as it used to, dudes.
Yeah, it's probably because you're streaming. Those are for us too. It slows it down big time.
Bro, I probably have like 100 gigabytes of free space. Like I'd be doing a lot. I'd be doing way too much on the day. All right, so peep it. So this shit right here. So save, right click save. And it's 71.9 kilobytes, okay? So we go to Unisat right now. All right. And then we're going to hit inscribe. And then that image Where's that image at? Let me see how much of it. That image would cost $104 to inscribe. I did not pay $104 to inscribe that image. Now do you see where my skill level is? Now
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
see my value? All right.
Yeah.
And all I had to do is that. It's all I gotta do. I show you my value right fucking there. Did not cost me $100. That's all I know. But
Yeah.
you can sell that for $100. Feel me?
So you
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
put in
yeah.
the work, and you got to learn how to call and stuff. Yeah, code, and so that's crazy. So yeah, I mean, you're doing a bunch of great stuff, man, and I would say just keep doing what you're doing. I feel very confident that you're going to hit your goal of creating that educational online source for ordinals. I think it's very needed. And yeah, man, just keep doing your thing. Keep doing the damn thing, man.
I appreciate you. I
All
appreciate
right,
you.
man. Well, it's part of the show. We kind of give you the stage, man. The stage is yours. Our community, our listeners, they're all yours for a few minutes, man. Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, I just want to say from like the bottom of my heart, like I was really, really lost in February and March, and like a lot of people, they took me under their wings, and Doc and a few other people were some of them, but people like IDAB, people like fucking TJ, people like Lark, people like that know who they are, and these people were so pivotal in what just happened in my life, and I'll never forget what you guys did for me. I really will never forget it. And if you guys see this, I just want to let y'all know I fucking love y'all. Like, you guys are my day ones, man. I'll never fucking forget you. And Solana, I never forgot you. I'm on this screen right now. Look at me. You remember me? You remember me, man? I'm Lizard King, bro. And real homies don't die. We multiply. Yeah. This is for Hobby. This is for fucking Brandon. This is for Mac Miller. This is for all the homies that couldn't because I will. These are for all the homies that couldn't turn a dream to reality, because I'm gonna do it for them. And don't fall asleep, man. If you're too busy living your dreams, there's no need, man, to catch a Z. Just catch it, man. There's no time right now. You hear me? I promise you, you could do anything if I'm doing this right now. Just block by block, brick by brick, man. Build a wonderful foundation. You know what I mean? And remember, people are everything. People are not a product. People are not profit. People are everything. The community, that is the true utility. They told us that. They sold us on that lie. Be the definition of that utility. Throw that word out of the fucking dictionary. Be the definition of community. Be that standard, professional or not. Be the future, yo. You guys can do this all together, man. And let me help you. I'm not going to lead you, but I'll be right there with you. Y'all are my fucking peers, man. And I fucking really, really believe that we're gonna do something special together, all of us. And it takes time, yeah, it really does. Like when they say ordinals are dead, they don't understand what we are really, really doing here. And we're building the future of a decentralized, financial, technological utopia. This has been 8-bit, yo. I'm fucking
Word.
out.
Yo, I feel that, bro. I fucking feel that, bro. Oh,
Yeah.
let's go. Yo, I'll get the chills. That was wow. That was like poetry. Let's go.
Yeah, that was really good, man. Definitely. And he did the Mamba out. He did the Mamba out. I'm a MJ Jordan guy, but like, man, like the Mamba out, like he did it perfect just now. So
Dude,
got to give him props, man. 8-bit, man.
I love that guy,
Yeah.
man. Wow. I can't wait to put this video out. That was ridiculous, dude. Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
my bad. Bring it back down. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Man, it's the epitome of like the when people say like look who's there still in the bear market building.
yeah.
That's like he's the epitome of that. Like he's not here to try to make money off of the community. Like he was just talking about the fundamentals and stuff about how to view people and stuff. And so definitely could feel the how genuine he was just now. So man, and that's why we love the ordinal space right there.
Yep.
You guys got to witness it.
Yep, it was absolutely amazing. Just want to thank you guys for getting this far. And if you heard that, man, just share that. If you cut that, do whatever you guys need to do. Get that to many people because that is fucking inspirational. We love it. And this is why we're here, man. This is exactly what you just said, but this is why we're fucking here, and we do this every single day.
Every
Let's
day we
go.
do.
So well, we appreciate you guys. We love the comments. We love the support. We love everything. Go support 8-Bit. Fucking love that guy, man. Do everything. And you know the revolution is televised by us. We're revolutionize the television. No, we're not. We're televising the revolution. My
The
man, that shit
revolution
got me
will be
all messed up, dude. That was so
televised.
good.
Yeah,
Revolution be
but yeah,
televised.
and we'll put all 8-Bit's socials and everything in the description as always.
Yeah.
Follow that dude. Sub for us. We grind for you, so at least sub for us. That's all we ask, and we
Yeah.
ask that you just do your own research as well.
Yep.
So, but that's it.
Yeah, man. See you guys.
Peace.